Assalamualaikum everyone. Today our group will present about rubber glove industry. Our team members are Nurshamimie Nabilah, Norhidayah Sadiran, and me myself, Nurul Fithriah Akmal. Today we will discuss, first of all, we will introduce about the rubber glove industry, and then we will discuss about the problem faced by the rubber glove industry. And then the third one, we will analyze the internal and external strengths and weaknesses of the rubber glove industry using Swot analysis and also PESTEL analysis. After that, there will be a recommendation on how to solve the problem and to remain competitive in the rubber glove industry. And the last one, a little bit of conclusion, and that's all.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurshamimie Nabilah binti Samsuri, and my part is I will start with the introduction of the rubber glove industry. The rubber glove industry is a major contribution to our country's gross domestic product. During the rise of COVID-19, the demand for rubber gloves increased by 100%, assisting our country's progress in a variety of areas. Although the rubber glove industry outstanding success has garnered a lot of attention, the spotlight has also drawn attention to the industry's darker side, prompting condemnation from labor unions and civil society organizations. As for the part of SWOT analysis, I will explain on the strength and also weakness of this rubber glove industry. For the first point of strength is wide range of product. Rubber glove manufacturing has developed to include a wide range of nitrile and latex gloves for various purposes, as well as powdered and powder-free glove examinations. The rubber glove sector has benefited from its extensive glove manufacturing experience in identifying prospective glove product lines to develop and enhance production volume. For example, Top Glove offers a diverse product line that includes 13 different varieties of rubber gloves. This is where the healthcare industry accounts for 80% of production, while the non-healthcare sector accounts for 20%. This has become a factor in high demand for rubber gloves in our country, as we are also one of the largest producers of rubber in the world. And this wide range of rubber gloves are suitable for all sectors that operates which in need of rubber gloves. For the second point of strength is better production efficiency. The machine technologies used by the rubber glove industry to produce their rubber glove result in exceptional quality and are safe for all customers to use. Aside from that, the rubber glove industry's manufacturing technique assists their organization in increasing precision and productivity in the production of rubber gloves. This is owing to the innovative and cutting-edge technologies used in manufacturing procedures. Furthermore, the production procedures maximize the flexibility of rubber glove manufacture. It is because the manufacturing operations are carried out systematically. The items will be manufactured in stages, following precise production techniques to guarantee that they are of excellent quality. The rubber glove industry may save a significant amount of money by using efficient production techniques. Because of the effective and efficient production procedures, latex gloves can be produced successfully and efficiently. The manufacturing procedures also assist the rubber glove industry in lowering the number of employees. Next, we will continue with the SWOT analysis on the weakness of the rubber glove industry. Okay, the first point is the workers' safety at the factory is not assured. In this first factory, there is one main gate for entrance and exit. Accidents will put everyone's life in jeopardy. Top executives should be concerned about employee safety by providing more emergency exit for the workforce. This case also can be seen during the COVID-19 outburst. The rubber factory contribute to the highest rate of cases in Malaysia, which led to the investigation through the factory. This has shown that the reason behind the trigger of the cluster is the poor living condition of the foreign workers. The foreign workers' dormitories are overcrowded and unsanitary, even before the emergence of the pandemic. The next point of the weakness is the bad reputation. The weakness of this company is poor management of their workers, and this case is not new as it had become an issue faced by the business a long time before. Because of the unequal workload at a given wage, workers who work longer hours will feel exploited, and employees' performance levels may suffer as a result of unevenly distributed labor across workers. This has met several criteria as set up by the international labor law, which is called as forced labor or modern slavery. This is where a lot of people in the industry work every single day throughout the COVID-19, so they have been working much beyond what Malaysian law allows, and certainly beyond what international norms allow. This matter has caused our country to have a bad reputation regarding the treatment of migrant workers. In July last year, the United States Customs and Border Protection issued a restriction on imports from two of its subsidiaries due to the concern about forced labor in the rubber glove industry.
Hi, okay. Now we will discuss about the PESTEL analysis. PESTEL analysis is a strategic framework that breaks down opportunity and threats into political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal components. For our group project today, we will only discuss about the two components, which is political and also the social. Okay, for the political, rubber glove sector is heavily influenced by the political factors. The opportunity from what we can see is where in Malaysia the government is consistently support this type of industry, recognizing its importance as a fundamental element of the country's economy. According to the research, rubber glove exports generated 51.1% of overall export in October 2020 compared to 49.1% in the same month for 2019. This would be a solid justification for the government to continue supporting the rubber glove industry to boost Malaysia's economy. Okay. The next one is about the threat in the political sector. In an article from Shankar 2021, he claimed that forced labor is still present in Malaysia's rubber glove industry. This has become a threat to the government since it demonstrates the lack of regulation in this industry. Top Glove, one of the Malaysia's leading rubber glove manufacturers, also admits to breaking the labor laws. As a result, given the government's unwavering support for the industry, strict legislation should be enacted to guarantee that this situation does not recur and that Malaysia's economy remains undamaged. Next, we will talk about the opportunity in the social sector. The rubber glove industry in Malaysia is experiencing a massive rise in demand from all levels of consumers as a result of COVID-19. The use of the neutral gloves is increasing as the gloves are in high demand throughout the healthcare industry during the pandemic. Based on the discussed article, this increase in consumption has contributed to a tenfold increase in the average selling price of the neutral gloves, the most demanded version of disposable medical glove. Many people would take precaution even after the pandemic, fearful of other global crises boosting demand for rubber gloves. And The threat for the social is the main power in the rubber glove industry is provided by the foreign worker from poorer countries with low economies. Since the COVID-19 issue arises, the international border is currently restricted. So this will be a threat for the industry due to the high demand for the rubber gloves during this pandemic. Aside from that, Malaysia's government does not enforce any rules such as immigration restriction that evaluate the foreign workers' education. In Malaysia today, it appears that the labour market demand is expanding in perfect sync with educational attainment, indicating that the connection is misaligned. So, in the absence of the foreign worker during the COVID-19 issue, there will be no substitute. It's either to take the local workers to work in the rubber glove industry. So this will become the threat for the rubber glove industry.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Norhidayah, and today I will continue with the topic of the problem faced by rubber glove industry. First of all, they have three problems facing by the rubber glove industry, which is the first one is labor shortage, the second one is price competition, and the third one is improper accommodation. Okay, for the labor shortage, why this happened? This is because the demand for rubber glove has increased since 2019, which the year COVID-19 happened. Malaysia delivered 2/3 of the production from worldwide demand into 2020, or equal to 240 billion gloves. If no extra workers are hired to meet the increased demand of rubber gloves, we will short the manpower or labor shortage. At the same time, government also freeze the employing foreign labor, and this situation become much more difficult to the rubber glove industry for their production purpose. The second one is a price competition. The rubber glove industry is dealing with the price competition, particularly during COVID-19. Because the products are in high demand and orders have a short lead time, pricing competition happen. According to persistent market research, as a result of a rising demand, the average price of sale for gloves will increase 10 times from the price before COVID-19 happened. The third one is improper accommodation. The next problem faced by the rubber glove industry, when the rubber glove industry was identified as a significant COVID-19 cluster after thousands of workers tested positive for the coronavirus. The majority of those who test positive for coronavirus are immigrant workers. When this happened, the government immediately enforced a strict movement control order for many weeks, and the rubber glove industry was impacted due to the issue as demand very high at that time. The improper accommodation for migrant dormitories because of overcrowded, unsanitary, and poorly ventilated, that will spread the virus across the glove sector. Okay, next we move to the step that might help rubber glove industry solve the problems and remain competitive in the economy. The first recommendation is to overcome the labor shortage issue. The rubber glove industry may hire local workers with highly skilled to overcome this problem. Many workers were laid off from various industries throughout the pandemic. Most of them will find new jobs to support themselves. This is promising source of labour demand. Simultaneously, our locals have a higher educational level than foreign workers, that allowing the rubber glove industry to hire trained workers, and as a result, the rubber glove being produced in a large number and may benefit to the business. The unemployment rate in Malaysia may be lowered and the rubber glove industry may remain competitive in its economy. Next, due to the increasing demand in rubber glove industry during COVID-19 crisis, a lot of new entrants have penetrated in this market. Price competition might develop between competitors. During this stage, the government play an important role to ensure that the selling price of rubber glove is kept under the control. And the last recommendation is rubber glove industry should appropriately organize its worker accommodation. As an employer, they must guarantee that they comply with labour's law. They must provide enough accommodation for workers to prevent the disease from spreading. If this issue managed appropriately, the rubber glove industry reputation will be preserved and it will stay competitive in the market. That's all from me. Thank you.
And lastly, for the conclusion, we can say that each aspect of the environmental issue must be considered to ensure that rubber glove industry economy continues to grow, assisting the country during the crisis. However, the rubber glove industry has the potential to expand owing to the ongoing demand from both domestic and international markets. With the commitment from the government and also the rubber glove industry, we are strive to achieve better performance and condition for both the workers and consumers in order to achieve success in the near future. I think that's all from us. Thank you.